Greetings, everyone. Welcoming you to this week's practice. We're going to be focusing on the heart chakra. So today we'll go ahead and get our items as always. We have our blanket, we have 2 blocks, a chair, of course, and then I do have a bolster, but you can also have pillows, blankets, anything that feels supported for you at this time. So we'll go ahead and gather our items and then we'll get started. I'm going to invite you to grab a blanket or pillow for your feet. This is where I like to start. We're gently placing the blanket in front of me where I can rest my heels. So the heart chakra, this series is always focusing again on the heart, but it's also focusing on the chest cavity area, our torso. It's also expanding throughout the arms, down throughout our hands and fingertips. And so we're going to be working this entire area. And this week we'll be focusing on back bends and lateral bends. So let's go ahead and begin to center ourselves at this time. I'm going to invite you to gently close your eyes or soften them, or you can find a fixed point in front of you. Begin to relax our feet, rooting them down into the earth, and then begin to soften your back as you sit tall. Relax the hands on top of your knees or thighs at this time, or you can even allow them to just hang down alongside you. Begin to center ourselves by first noticing how our feet feel. Begin to notice how your ankles are feeling at this time. Maybe noticing how your shins, how your calves are feeling. And begin to draw attention to your knees. Maybe noticing how your thighs, how the back of your legs are doing. And then begin to notice how your sit bones feel. Maybe noticing how your tailbone feels at the moment. And then begin to notice how our back feels at this time. With each inhale and exhale, noticing how the back expands and softens. Begin to notice how your shoulders are feeling. Maybe the weight of your arms. And then bring awareness to the rise and fall of your chest. Maybe bringing softness to your neck. And lastly, the crown of our head. I'm going to invite us to take a deep collective breath here in this space. Inhaling for all of us. And exhaling for all of us. As you're here noticing the breath, just notice that this breath and air that we're bringing in, the expansive element of this chakra, helps us to focus on the physical, but also brings awareness to space, brings awareness to balance within ourselves with male, female, with earth and sky. I invite you to gently reopen our eyes at this time. And we'll begin to start with our warm-up. So begin to root your feet, maybe rolling them back and forth at this time in the space, pressing your toes down into the earth and maybe rounding them up to our heels. And let's go ahead and begin to relax the feet out in front of us. On your inhale, draw your toes in nice and tight. And on your exhale, allow the toes to spread wide open. Inhale, draw them in. And exhale, releasing. Inhale and exhale. Do this a couple times at your own pace, just noticing how your feet are feeling at the moment. All of these warm ups are always a nice check in before we start the practice. On your next breath, go ahead and begin to point one toe forward, bringing the opposite foot up. And then on your next breath, to the opposite direction. On our next breath, I'm going to invite us to begin to draw circles with our ankles. You can choose the direction that you'd like, and you may also choose to move with your feet in that direction. I always enjoy moving at the same time. It's kind of like a whole body experience just to be going in the same direction as our feet. When you're ready, begin to switch sides. Then bring your feet gently back to center. Walk your feet comfortably back towards you, still keeping them about hip width apart. And then begin to root your sit bones back. We're going to clasp our hands underneath our left knee. And on our inhale, draw this knee up towards us. On your exhale, gently click through the heel. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Feel free to massage the legs at this time, maybe even the knees. And we'll move over towards our right side. Clasp your hands underneath the right knee. And when you're ready, on your inhale, draw this knee up towards your chest. On your exhale, gently kick through the heel. Inhale. And lower back down. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale, gently release. Go ahead and bring your palms gently onto your thighs, maybe your knees. And we're going to transition into cat-cows here. On your next inhale, draw the shoulders back, shining the front of our chest. And on your exhale, round the back, drawing the shoulders forward. Allow the forehead to fall. Inhale, draw the shoulders back, shine your heart. And exhale, draw the shoulders forward. Allow the head to fall, rounding the back. Continue here doing cat-cow at your own pace. Again, honoring maybe how your back feels, your shoulders. What's lovely about coming up into this part of the series is that we really get to feel from the root how we were grounded with the earth, rooted, we moved from that chakra up to the next of our sacral flowing, all of the emotions that we may be carrying, and then taking control of our lives, our solar plexus, focusing on that power within. Now, moving into a space with our heart, connecting with ourselves as well as those in the universe. On your next breath, I invite you to come back to a neutral spine, sitting tall. Roll the shoulders back, allow the arms to gently fall at this time, and then draw both hands in front of you. On your inhale, draw the fingers in nice and tight. Exhale, spreading them wide open. Inhale. Exhale. On your next breath, begin to push the palms forward. We're just going to bend one wrist down. On your exhale, do the opposite hand. Inhale. And then begin to bring both of your hands forward. We're going to make this same motion, but close the fists and draw circles towards the inside of your body. Honor your wrists here by being as gentle as you can. If you do notice any areas of tension or pain, you can stop. Just take note of any sounds, anything that's happening in this space for you. On your next breath, draw the circles outward. And then begin to stretch both palms out in front of you. Turning both hands over, we're going to bring one hand towards our shoulder, extend the opposite down. Inhale, switch directions. Exhale. On your next breath, I invite you to bring both your hands to your shoulders, turn the elbows out to the edges of your body. We'll begin to draw small circles, gradually getting bigger towards the front. Maybe on your inhale, you're drawing the top of your circle and exhaling at the bottom. Two more in this direction. And now on your next breath, I invite you to go backwards. Again, starting off small, gradually getting bigger. This time honoring the front of your chest, maybe the back of your shoulder blades. And again, you may be inhaling at the top of your circle and exhaling as you're drawing the bottom. On our next breath, draw one last circle. And then allow your arms to fall and rest down along the sides of your body. You can feel free to even shake them out here. And we'll bring both hands back to our knees, maybe resting them on our thighs. And we're going to draw our shoulders up towards our ears. Inhale, gently push down, draw the shoulders up, holding it here for 3 slow, deep breaths. On your exhale, roll the shoulders back, allow the arms to gently fall. Again, you can shake them out if you like. When you're ready, we'll do that one more time. Again, gently pressing down onto our knee or thighs. Draw the shoulders up towards your ears on your inhale. Holding it here for 3 slow, deep breaths. And on your exhale, again, release. Roll the shoulders back. Let the arms gently fall. Shake them out. We're going to move now up to our head. So you can rest your hands here again if you like. And on your next breath, I invite you to gently turn towards your left side, bringing the chin comfortably towards the shoulder. Exhaling back to our heart center. Inhale towards your right side. And exhaling back towards our heart center, towards the front. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. This time, draw your chin up towards the sky, lengthening our neck. You may even have a slight gaze as you look forward. As you exhale, draw the chin back to a neutral space, looking forward. Inhale, round the back of your neck. Draw your chin down towards your chest. Exhaling back to center. Do that one more time, each direction. Inhale, draw the chin up. Exhale, back to center. And inhale, draw the chin down. Round the back of the neck. Exhale, back to center. Beautiful, everyone. We're going to go ahead and now move into our seated sun salutations before we focus on this week's postures. So at this time, if you do have 2 blocks, books, anything that you'd like to help raise the earth up, I invite you to bring that into the practice at this time. And go ahead and put them on the edges of our feet. You can also bring the hands down to your knees or thighs as we fold forward if you don't want to go so far down. So let's go ahead and start off first in mountain pose. Bringing both of our hands alongside our body, rooting our feet down into the earth. You might want to roll them back and forth again here. And then allow them to rest comfortably. Allow the spine to lengthen as you sit tall, gently reaching the hips back. I take a couple breaths here. And then on our exhale, gently open the eyes if you do have them closed. We'll begin to start with seated sun salutes. Inhale, drawing both hands up overhead comfortably. Exhale down to our heart center. Do this 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. This time we're going to begin to hinge forward into seated sun salutation A. Inhale, draw both hands up overhead. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward at the waist. Bring your hands either down to your blocks or knees. Inhale, raise the head up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bring your hands to the knees if they're not there already. Guide yourself gently up to seated pose. Exhale, bring our hands alongside us. Inhale, reach both hands up. And exhale, down to our heart center. Bring both hands back alongside you. Inhale, reach our hands up. Exhale, folding forward. Bring both hands down to the earth, maybe our blocks. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bring both hands to our knees. Guide yourself gently up to seated pose. Exhale, bring our hands alongside us. Inhale, reach both hands up. And exhale down to our heart center. Do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, gently raise the chest up, looking forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bring your hands to your knees if you're not there already. Guide yourself up to seated pose. Exhale, bring our hands alongside us. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, down to our heart center. This time we'll move into our seated sun salutation B, bringing our leg up and our head down. Inhale, draw both hands up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, bring the hands down towards the earth. Inhale, gently bring the head up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bring your hands to your knees. Guide yourself gently up to seated pose. Exhale, bring your hands alongside you. Inhale, reach both hands up. And this time on our exhale, draw that left knee towards your chest, bring the head down. Inhale, extending, lower the leg, reach the hands up. Fold forward. Inhale, gently look up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, bring your hands to your knees. Guide yourself gently up to seated pose. Exhale, lower the hands alongside you. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, bring the right knee towards your chest, bring the head down. Inhale, extending, lower the leg, reach the hands up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bring our hands to the knees. Guide yourself back up to seated pose. Exhale, lower our hands alongside us. Reach both hands up on our inhale. And exhale down to our heart center. I'm going to do that one more time. Inhale, draw both hands up. Exhale, folding forward, bring the hands down comfortably. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your hands to your knees. Guide yourself gently back up to seated. Exhale, lower the hands alongside you. Inhale, reach up high. On our exhale, drawing the left knee towards our chest, bring the head down. Inhale, lower the leg, reach up with the hands. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, gently raise the head up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, bring your hands to your knees. Guide yourself gently up to seated pose. Exhale, bring your hands alongside you. Reach up on your inhale. And on your exhale, draw the right leg towards your chest, bring the head down. Inhale, extending in both directions. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, gently look up. Exhale, lower down. Guide your hands towards your knees. And on your inhale, raise yourself back up to seated. Exhale, lower the hands down. Inhale, reaching up high, palms together. And exhale, back to our heart center. Beautiful, everyone. Go ahead and shake the arms out at this time. We'll begin to move into the postures that we're going to focus on this week. If you do have blocks or blankets or a pillow, you can bring it and we're going to rest it onto our thighs at this time. Feel free to shift the hips back into your seat. Line the pillow in towards your belly. And then we're going to press our forearms down into our pillow as we also draw the shoulder blades back, shining the front of our chart. As always, in each space, I invite you to close your eyes or soften them. We'll take several breaths here. As you're breathing into this space, begin to take note of the energy of the heart. This chakra is focused on love. This chakra is also focused on the act of compassion. An unconditional love and a sense of well-being. On your exhale, release. I'm going to invite you to round the back, let it maybe touch the back of your chair. As you allow the shoulders to gently come forward, let your head fall. And this will be our seated child's pose. Take a couple breaths here into this space. On your next inhale, begin to come back to a neutral spine, sitting tall, drawing our pillow back towards us, pushing the forearms down, and then begin to draw the shoulder blades back, shining the front of our heart. Again, we'll take a couple breaths in this space. As our heart is shining, imagine this love radiating through us, also outward to others. This is our relationship and our connection to the universe. Exhale, releasing. Allow the back to round, maybe touching the back of your chair. Draw the shoulders forward, but allow the head to fall back here into seated child's pose. On your next breath, I'm going to invite you to come back to a neutral spine. And then we'll lower our blanket and our bolsters back down as we begin to set ourselves up for seated boat. We're going to raise one hand up, lower it down. Raise both hands, the opposite hand up and lower it down. And then we're going to bring both hands up and lower it down. On your next inhale, draw the left hand up. Exhale. Draw the right hand up. Exhale. Let's try and draw both hands up. This time as your exhale, clasp your fingers down to your head. Inhale, push up. Exhale, releasing. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up left. Exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale. Inhale, both hands. Palms together. Bring them down to the top of our head clasps. Inhale, push up. Exhale, releasing. Do that 1 more time. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale. Inhale, both hands. Clasp overhead. Exhale, draw down to the crown of your head. Turn the palms up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, releasing. Go ahead and shake the arms out at this time. And then we're going to walk our hips gently forward to the front of our seat as we begin to draw our hands back, holding onto the edges of our seat. Or you can even put your palms behind you if that is comfortable. We're also going to begin to draw the shoulders back here. So this will be our seated bridge pose. Shine the front of your chest as you draw the arms back, the shoulders back, rooting the feet down into the earth. They're active, so push down through the heels. Engage the legs, keep the knees soft. And on our exhale, release. And bring the hands back towards you. Allow a gentle rounding to come to your back. Go into seated bridge 1 more time. Again, bring the hands back. This time we're going to, again, hold onto the edges of our seat. On your inhale, draw the shoulders back, shine your heart, and then push down, engage the feet. A gentle stretch in your back as it's gently bent. Each inhale and exhale, feel the rise and fall of your chest. 2 more deep breaths. And exhale, releasing. Again, draw the shoulders back neutrally and allow the arms to rest in front of you here. Gentle bend forward, letting the head fall. And then bring yourself back again to a neutral spine. We're now going to move into our lateral poses. So at this time, again, first we're going to start with both of our hands up overhead, doing various variations of half moon pose. You can clasp your hands together or touch them. On your inhale, reach up. First, on your exhale, gently lean over towards your left side. We're not going to go too far. A couple breaths here. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, begin to hinge over towards your right side. Gentle bend, not too far. On our inhale, guide yourself back up to seated. And as we exhale, lower both hands down here. We're going to hold on to the left side of our seat. This time we'll do one hand for half moon pose. Inhale, reaching the right hand up. Pause here. On your next inhale, reach up, create length. And on your exhale, again, gently hinge over towards your left side. If you're holding onto the chair, you can hold the side, or again, you can even allow the arm to gently fall. 2 more slow, deep breaths. Inhale, draw both hands up. Exhale, lowering the right hand down. Shake it out. We'll move over to our right side, holding onto the edge of your seat. Inhale, reach up with your left hand. Pause here. Inhale, create length, reach up. Exhale, gently hinge over towards your right side. And again, you can hold on to the edge of your seat, or feel free to allow that arm to gently hang. 2 more slow, deep breaths. On your inhale, bring yourself back up to center. And exhale, gently lower down. Do our arm sequence one more time. Inhale, reach both hands up. Clasp the hands together. Exhale, draw down to the top of our head. Inhale, turn the palms facing up. Exhale, releasing. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. We're now going to go ahead and do seated crescent pose. So we'll first start off by crossing our feet. You can shift the hips gently back. And we'll first start out by crossing the right foot over the left ankle. And stay right here comfortably. On your next breath, we're gonna reach up with both hands and then hold on to the right wrist with your left palm. On our exhale, inhale, reach up. Gently fold over towards your left side. You can feel a gentle stretch along the right side body. And again, you don't have to go too far, just a gentle pull here on that right wrist. And on our next inhale, raise yourself back up. Exhale, lower down. We'll cross the feet the opposite way, crossing over the left foot, over the right ankle. Inhale, both hands up. This time holding on to the left wrist with the right palm. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, gently hinge over towards your right side, not too far. Breathe into the space. Inhale, bring ourselves back up. Exhale, release down. Undo your feet here, walk them back to being hip width apart. And then shake the arms out. You may want to roll them forward or back. And now we're going to go ahead and move into our gate pose. So if you do have a book, blocks, you can first start by turning ourselves open towards the left side of our body. Let's create this V shape. And then bring your block and place it closer to the back of your heel. As you're here, begin to bring your hands first to your heart center. Inhale, opening up wide. Exhale, reach forward. Bring the hand down towards your thigh maybe, or again, you can press down into your block. And then we're going to reach the opposite hand across our body. You can either keep this leg bent, or if you like, you can also begin to extend the heel out. On your next breath, inhale, draw your hands back up. Exhale, bring the hands back to the front of our chest, and then release our hands down. Close this leg, and we'll move over towards our right side. Again, creating this V shape with our legs. And then bring your block or books, anything like that, closer to the back of your heel. When you're ready, hands at your heart center, opening up wide. Exhale, begin to reach forward. And again, you can either bring the hand down to your thigh or press down into your block, reaching the opposite hand over and across the body. And if you'd like to extend the leg here, we're gently going to allow the heel to rest out. And feel free to have a bend in that knee too. It doesn't have to be completely straight. Couple breaths here. And on our inhale, windmilling ourselves back up. Exhale, closing. And then gently lower the hands down. Find yourself back at the front of your mat, bringing our feet again to being hip width apart. From here, we're going to do some hip circles before we begin to start to close and wind down. You can keep your hands either on your knees, or again, you can hold on to the edges of your seat or maybe even your hips. And then gently begin to hinge forward on your inhale. You can choose the direction that you like. And as you exhale, draw the back of your circle. Inhale towards the front. Exhale to the back. As always, you're invited in this space to gently close the eyes or soften them. Or as always, find that fixed point. This space is a nice, gentle reminder that in order to achieve balance, we first need to check the relationships with ourselves and also others. And in order to achieve balance in our relationships, we first have to make sure to focus on the relationship itself. Focus on having love with and for ourselves. On your next breath, pause wherever you are and then gently go the opposite direction. This time your breath may change. You might be inhaling at the back of your circle. And as you hinge forward, you may be releasing that energy out. Again, this chakra focuses on compassion and love and acceptance. This is a wonderful starting place for us when we're starting our personal growth and development and our journeys back to self. Begin to take responsibility for we're able to fully bring balance into our own center. And we're actually truly able to enjoy balanced relationships with others. On your next breath, I invite you to pause wherever you are, come to a neutral spine, guiding yourself back up to seated pose. We'll do one more vinyasa here, rooting our feet, hands alongside us. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold forward, bring the palms down to wherever they're comfortable. Inhale, gently raise the head up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, guide your hands to your knees if they're not already there. Bring yourself gently up to seated pose. Exhale, bring our hands alongside us. Inhale, reach the palms up. And exhale down to our heart center. I invite you to begin to bring some props in to make yourself comfortable at this time. So bring back in your blocks for your feet, if you like, or books. I like to put both of them together here to rest my feet on. Begin to shift your hips back to the back of your seat, maybe having your back actually touch the back of your seat. And then bring our pillow back into the practice, allowing it to come right up into our bellies. And you can have your hands just relaxed forward for this time. We're going to go ahead and recenter ourselves, gently closing the eyes at this time. Begin to notice here how your feet feel. Bringing awareness to our ankles, maybe our shins and calves. Noticing how our knees are feeling. Bringing awareness to our thighs, the back of our legs being supported by our seats. And gentle awareness to your hips and tailbone. Begin to notice how your back feels with each inhale and exhale, feeling it lengthen and soften. Notice the rise and fall of our chest. on our exhale, releasing the energy, feeling it move down our arms, throughout our fingertips. Softness to our neck. And lastly, the crown of our head. At this time, I'll ask you to gently reopen the eyes if that's comfortable for you. We'll move first into our nostril breathing. Bring whatever hand is comfortable for you. I'm using my right. And we're going to bring our index and middle finger to the middle of our brow. Our fourth finger is going to close the left nostril. But first, we're going to use our thumb to close the right. So leave the left nostril open. On your next inhale, draw everything in on the left side. Close at the top, open the right, exhale. Inhale right. Close the right, open the left, exhale. Inhale left. Close, open the right, exhale. Inhale right. Close the right, open the left, exhale. Continue with 3 more rounds at your own pace, finishing on the left side. Last round. Inhale. Release and exhale everything on the left side. Allow the hands to lower down at this time, still keeping the eyes gently closed or softened. As you're here, notice how the nostrils feel the air coming in and out. Most importantly, notice your heart. I'm going to invite you to gently reopen the eyes at this time, looking forward. We'll move into our eye exercises and calming. So bring your index and middle finger to the tip of your nose this time. Keeping the head looking forward, only moving the eyes. We'll do 2 breaths in each space, and then we'll pause, and then we'll do the opposite side. Inhale, top left corner. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale out to the side. Now, bottom left corner. Exhale everything back to our nose. Allow your eyes to rest here. Let your palms relax. When you're ready, on your next breath, reopen the eyes. We'll move to our right side. 2 breaths in each space, and you can begin at your own pace. And exhale everything back to the tip of our nose. Allow the eyes to rest here. Let the palms rest in front. Invite us to move into palming. Begin to rub your hands together. Nice and warm. Ready. Allow your palms to rest on your eyes. Let your fingers rest on the top of your head. Take several breaths here. Again, taking note of how our heart feels. Noticing any colors, any sensations. Taking note of all emotions. On your next exhale, begin to draw the fingertips down the front of our face. And we'll first stop at our eyes, giving them a nice gentle massage. On our next breath, I invite you to continue to draw the fingertips down the front of our face. Stopping at our heart center, one hand over each other. Let's take a collective breath in for each other. Exhaling for each other. 3, 2. Allow the hands to extend in front of you, palms faced up to receive. Or if you like, you can keep your hands here together in Anjali Mudra, which is prayer pose, right at our heart center. Again, we can gently soften the eyes, close them, or find our fixed point as I close the practice. Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu. Loka, Samasta, Sukino, Bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free, and may our thoughts, words, and actions in some way contribute to each other's happiness and freedom. As always, I give thanks to this practice. And I give thanks to you all for taking the time to practice with me. I'll continue to hope that our families are well and safe during this time. And I'll continue to hope that our hearts stay soft. Ashe.